and welcome to Roads Renewed. My name is Kosi Anyao. This program, brought to you by the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA, showcases the agency's ongoing commitment to improving and maintaining Nigeria's federal road network, ensuring safer, smoother, and more efficient journeys across the nation. In today's episode, we turn our spotlight to FEMA's East Operations Department, where innovation, strategic planning, and strong community partnerships are redefining road maintenance and infrastructure renewal. FEMA divided the country into two broad departments for operational efficiency, the East and West Operations Departments. Having spotlighted in the West Department, our focus today is the East Operations Department. The East Operations Department of FEMA covers states which include Abia, Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bauchi, Bayelsa, Benue, Borno, Cross River, Delta, Ebonyi, Edo, Enugu, Gombe, Imo, Plateau, Rivers, Taraba, and Yobe. From routine maintenance to major maintenance works, the East Operations team exemplifies the dedication, technical expertise, and resilience needed to keep Nigeria's vital road arteries functional and reliable. In this episode, we'll also see how FEMA has been exploring collaboration with local stakeholders and support from development partners in driving sustainable road infrastructure that meets the needs of today and the future. Stay tuned, as Roads Renewed will be right back after this short break.
We've all felt it. The dangerous potholes that destroyed our cars and caused accidents, the bad roads, the washout, the cut-off bridges and embankments that prolong our journey time. But across Nigeria, something new is happening. Committed officials of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency FEMA are on the ground. They are not just patching the potholes, they are monitoring, updating and reporting the conditions of our roads, undertaking maintenance operations and renewing hopes, connecting our communities one bit by bit. From bustling markets to long-haul journeys, better roads mean safer trips, faster trade, enhanced security, reduced vehicle maintenance costs, and more precious time with loved ones. This is the commitment of FEMA, investing in our infrastructure, investing in our future. Roads Renewed, FEMA, connecting Nigeria.
Welcome back to Roads Renewed. Before the break, we were speaking about FEMA's East Operations. To deepen that discussion, we sat down with Engineer Usman Guloma, the Director of East Operations of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA. Engineer Usman Guloma is a seasoned civil engineer with extensive experience in road construction, maintenance, and project management. Under his leadership, the East Operations Department continues to deliver FEMA's mandate of sustainable and inclusive road infrastructure efficiently, safely, and in partnership with local communities. Let's take a look at our exclusive interview with him. Welcome to our guest on the show today, Engineer Usman Muhammad Guloma. Thank you for joining us today, sir.
Thank you for having
me. So, could you briefly tell us about your role as the East Operations Acting Director for FEMA and what it entails?
Yeah, as the Acting Director East Operations, I'm in charge of the general administration of the department. I also advise MD on the formulation, execution and review of policy and programs pertaining to civil engineering works and other related matters.
Welcome once again to the show.
Thank you so much.
So, could you tell us about the East Directorate operations for FEMA and what it really entails within the overall structure and mandate of FEMA?
Yeah, for administrative convenience, the country is divided vertically into two sections. We have East operations and West operations. So East operations composes of the Northeast, the Southeast, 3 states in the South-South, 3 states in the North-Central, and Jigawa states.
Okay, that's interesting to know. So you are particularly in charge of the East operations.
Yes.
That's great. So could you highlight some of the major road maintenance work that has been happening under your leadership?
Actually, the list is long, but then we have been able to carry out road maintenance activities in virtually all the states under the East Operations Department. If you take Southeast, we have carried out extensive repairs work along Enugu-Abakaliki, Enugu-Onitsha dual carriageway. We've carried out a lot of works along Oba, Inewi, Okija roads. We've carried out maintenance work along Umuahia, Bende, Ohafia roads. If you take that's just to mention few. If you take the Northeast, we have done a lot of work along Damaturu-Biu roads. We've done work along Damaturu-Bayamari. We have done work along Maiduguri-Bama roads. We have done work along Lumang-Guyuk roads. We have done work along Ngorode, Mayobello, and so on. If you go to the North Central, for example, Plateau State, we have worked along Jos, Maraba, Jamaa, Gimi roads. We have worked along Jos, Jingil, Saminaka roads, and so on and so on. So the list is numerous.
Oh, that's a very impressive portfolio of work. Can I ask you, how long has it taken to accomplish this amount of work?
Actually, our work is continuous, but I assume leadership of the East Operation Department last year, September. So I'm just about 1 year and a month.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
So can I ask you, what are the measurable impacts that the work that East Operations FEMA has accomplished? What are the immeasurable impacts for the local communities and the economic activities in those areas?
The measurable impact includes reduction in travel time, a reduction in rates of accidents and discomfort, increase of socio-economic activities along the route, reduction in vehicle maintenance costs for the motorists, and so on and so forth.
Okay, that's great. And we would like to know, what are the key factors or major factors that decide the roads that your office decides to fix or maintain?
Yeah, we have many criteria, but first and foremost is funding, availability of funding, whether is there is funds budgeted for the particular projects. Then we also consider the traffic volume on the roads. We also consider the economic importance of the road, that is its connectivity, what towns it connects, what places, and so on and so forth. Then we also consider the level of failure, because we have field offices in all these states, and we have officers that usually carry out routine road conditions on these roads. So they always feed us back with information on the condition of the roads. So all these factors, we look at them too when we are deciding on which roads to embark on its repairs.
Okay, that's interesting. So basically, there is no independent influence besides these key factors that you have listed out here.
Well, I wouldn't say so, but then these are the major factors that decide which roads do we embark on its maintenance.
All right, thank you so much. So I would like to for you to tell us about sustainability. How does East Operations FEMA ensure sustainability in the projects that you carry out?
Yeah, we have resident engineers and technical officers on each site that we are carrying out maintenance activities. And these engineers are in charge of day-to-day what we call defect liability period. There's a time set aside to observe the work. So after the elapse of that period, we go back to the site and inspect the work. If we are satisfied the work is in good condition, then we now pay the contractor his retention. So these are some of the measures we employ to make sure that quality work are done at our sites.
Okay, that's interesting. And can I ask you, what are the major challenges that your team faces in the maintenance of these roads, and how do you mitigate those challenges?
The biggest challenge we face, not only the department, the agency, is paucity of funds, inadequate funding. These are our major challenge. So we are not able to do as extensive work as we would wish to do. The other challenges we face, we have inflation of prices of construction materials. We have security challenges in some places, and we have inclement weather conditions. We have in some areas we have high rainfall and flooding. So all these things contribute to the slow progress of our work.
Okay.
And in the case of mitigation, yes, like the funding, we are hoping that the agency in the near future will get enhanced funding so that our maintenance activity will also be boosted. And the issue of inflation, I think recently the agency reviewed rates for contractors to make them more realistic. For the case of insecurity, we usually employ the services of law enforcement agents to help us when we are on the roads.
Okay, and these measures have been so far working for the agency?
Yeah, so far so good.
Okay.
They have been yielding fruitful results.
That's great, that's great. So before I let you go, I just want you to quickly talk to us about the priorities of FEMA for the upcoming year, especially your directorate that is operations.
Yeah, our priority is to enhance our road maintenance activities. And we can only do that when we have enhanced funding, which we are hoping rather in the near future that we will get. So once our funding increases, then definitely more roads will, because already we have earmarked roads that want to embark on their maintenance based on their priority.
Okay, that's very interesting and great to hear from you about the work that FEMA is doing in the East operations. And that will be all for now. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
That will be all with our guest of the week today, Engineer Usman Muhammad Guluma. Thank you again for watching. Goodbye for now. In our continued coverage of FEMA's impactful rehabilitation efforts across the country, today we head to Yobe State in northeast Nigeria, where FEMA recently constructed 2 3-cell box culverts along the Damaturu-Dapchi Road at kilometer 89.000 in Jumbam community. During last year's flooding, this vital road link was completely cut off, causing severe hardship for residents and commuters. Thanks to FEMA's swift intervention, the new culverts have restored connectivity, improved drainage, and enhanced road safety in the area. Please watch this short documentary on the project.
In the heart of northeast Nigeria lies Jumbam community, a quiet farming settlement along the Damaturu-Dapchi Road, about 89 kilometers from Damaturu, the Yobe state capital. Once a vital link between Nigeria and the Niger Republic, this road served as the shortest trans-border connection for traders, farmers and travelers.
It is the only safer access to the Niger Republic here through Gaidam. And there is a fish market around this area that take all the fish, onion and watermelon to the southern part of the country. So this road is very important to the state, to the zone and to the country.
But last year, severe flood cut off the road completely, bringing hardship, isolation and economic stagnation to the people of this region. The floods washed away the road, destroying culvert and cutting off access to farms, markets and social amenities. For months, movement between Damaturu and surrounding border communities became nearly impossible. Farmers couldn't transport their harvest, traders couldn't reach markets. The lifeline of the people was broken.
Actually, there is a problem, as we told them some times ago. Last year, the city was overpolluted, no way for movement within the city. We use canoes.
Last year, because of lack of road, we suffered a lot.
If you came to this place last year, it was cut off due to this flood that happened last year around this area.
Last year, people were suffering because you can travel for 5 kilometers. Last year, you cannot pass easily because of the road dilapidation.
Responding swiftly to the crisis, the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency FEMA deployed its Yobe State team to Jumbam community. The project involved the construction of 2 3-cell box culverts along the Damaturu-Dapchi Road at kilometer 89+000 designed to restore connectivity and improve floodwater drainage. The direct labor work was supervised by FEMA's engineer Mohammed Nora Adamu, the Federal Roads Maintenance Engineer in Yobe, with strict adherence to national quality control standards.
The intervention we did here is by 1.5 3 cells, 2 numbers. With the intervention of our MD, send us sometimes in May this year to make sure that this place is linked up before the rainy season starts, and that's what we did.
Some people that visited us has intervened in the issue, and we are very grateful. Even this year, the flood has come, but it was not like last year, and the project was successful. We are very grateful.
Quality control remained a top priority throughout. Every layer of concrete and asphalt underwent thorough testing to ensure durability and safety.
All the quality control, the concrete, asphalt tests, what has been carried out before the listen. In fact, before we started, we have to take the lowest point. We used to take the lowest point of the road, so that because already there is existing culvert that was done by the Ministry of Works, so it was not adequate. That's the reason why we put these 2 as the lowest point where the road cut off.
FEMA's intervention not only restored the road, but also established a stronger drainage system to withstand future flooding.
The engineers who constructed this culvert has really done well job. They made a quality and durable work. Now we thank God. The flood has come and there is no any problem. We are satisfied. Our vehicles are now passing smoothly. We are hoping some more development projects. Actually, they have done good projects, unlike the previous project made in here. Their own is different because even big loads are passing and there is no problem.
Beyond the technical achievement, the project brought direct social and economic benefits. Over 100 local youths were employed both directly and indirectly during construction, providing much needed income and skill development.
More than 23, 25 people daily, and we spend almost 1 month in this project. So you can hear from the chief and some of the community, they will tell you how important this is. They are very happy with us, and part of the reason is part of the reason why they even give us a letter of recommendation, which we send it to our MP.
My name is Sulama Malam Jimbam. I am among the laborers that did this job from the beginning to the end. Honestly, this job was done with me and I have seen its importance. It's been done and it pays up more than we ever expected.
The community's economy is bouncing back. Fishing, cattle rearing, and onion farming, the mainstay of local livelihoods, have resumed in full swing. In fact, about 30% of the dry fish, onions, and cattle supplied to Nigeria's eastern and southern regions come from this area. With the road fully restored, Jimbam community now enjoys renewed access to markets, schools, and healthcare. The people commend FEMA and the federal government for the timely intervention, a project that has not only reconnected roads but also reconnected lives. We've all seen it. We feel the bad roads, the wear and tear on our vehicles, which are not just caused by weather conditions or contractors, but perhaps by lengthy years of non-active maintenance regime prior to the advent of FEMA. However, across Nigeria, FEMA is working tirelessly to monitor and maintain safe motorable roads. Our commitment is to your safety, your journey, and to our future. But these roads are a shared responsibility. When we desist from overloading, desist from indiscriminate dumping of refuse into water channels and other acts of road abuse, we would have been protecting the roads together. Safer roads mean smoother journeys, fewer breakdowns, and a stronger economy for everyone. It is a collective effort with lasting rewards. FEMA, committed to safer roads, our responsibility.
This brings us to the end of this episode of Roads Renewed. Today, we highlighted FEMA's East operations, the strategic intervention in Yobe State, and the leadership, planning, and technology driving the agency's success in sustaining Nigeria's road infrastructure. Remember, Roads Renewed is a bi-monthly program right here on this station. Join us again for more inspiring stories, project updates, and exclusive interviews from across the country. We'd love to hear from you. Connect with us through our official platforms: Facebook, Official FEMA Nigeria Headquarters, X at FedRoadsNGR, email info@fema.gov.ng, or visit our website www.fema.gov.ng. Until next time, I am Kosi Anyao, and on behalf of the entire Roads Renewed team, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.